It's taken me 2 corners to realize what my problem with BMW was my entire life. BMW is a luxury car manufacturer. All of the hot BMWs, the M140s, the M2s, the M4, they're not sports cars like you think. But I can tell immediately, the Z4 is the sporty BMW. This is not a normal car review. This is Steering Feel Review, my series where I talk about the feel of cars. Today I've got an E85 BMW Z4. This is basically BMW's version of a Miata. But today we need to find out if the Germans, who constantly disappoint me, can get a small front-engined, manual, rear-wheel drive sports car right. An absolutely massive thank you to Lewis, who has the YouTube channel Spirited Drives UK. He makes videos with this car in really beautiful locations. You guys should definitely go and check that out. And if you're local and would like to see your car on Steering Feel Review, use the links in the description, send me an email or an Instagram DM, as Lewis did. This car has a wheelbase of 2,470 millimeters, which is longer than any MX-5, but not by a huge amount. The steering rack ratio is 13.7 to 1, which is starting to get on the quicker side. And it's important to understand this is an early electric steering system from BMW, one of the first they implemented. There are versions of this Z4 with hydraulic steering, but I believe that's only the Z4M. All of the normal Z4s will have electric steering like this car. Let's get out on the road, see how it drives. Spirited driving in a Z4. BMW 6-cylinders make a great noise. Brakes give confidence. There's actual steering weighting. Those proper rear-wheel drive driving dynamics where you turn into the corner as you get on throttle, the front gets a bit lighter. You can feel that in the steering. Love it. If this is not your first episode of Steering Feel Review, make sure you get subscribed. Maybe leave a like. I'm not even going particularly quickly. The car's talking to me. That's the first BMW I've ever actually enjoyed driving. Right, let me break it down for you step by step as we do on Steering Feel Review. Directness is a measure of how responsive the steering is, how quickly the car turns when you turn the steering wheel. It's a pretty direct rack. I don't feel like I need to turn the steering wheel a lot to turn. Try and wiggle us. Yeah, that's wiggling us. That right there is the slop. That's not a lot of slop. That's pretty impressive. Just there starts to turn us, like significantly. That's a direct steering rack. I feel strange because every time I sit down in a BMW, I complain about it. But this one feels different. This one feels better. Weight is all about how light or heavy the steering is, and how that changes the harder you turn the steering wheel. There's some weight here. I haven't even pressed the sport mode button yet. We'll find out what that does in a little bit. It's not super light. There's a little bit of weight, even just to get the steering off center. But as you turn the steering wheel, the weight ramps up. It's actually communicating. That's all I want from you, BMW. Modern BMWs don't feel like this. You turn the steering wheel and nothing happens. This one actually weighs up. I've owned and driven some expensive fucking BMWs that did not drive like this. This is good. And this is a Mick Drives Cars video, so you know if it's a BMW and it's not very good, I will tell you guys. You can go and watch my M140i review. I was not impressed with that car. But this car, you come to a corner, even at low speed, you turn the wheel, and there's weight there. Authentically. You know, I came into this video trying to decide, is this like an MX-5 competitor? Or does it drive more like a big GT car? Because that's the two ways BMW could have gone with this. This feels like an MX-5. It feels good doing this. I was in a Jaguar this morning on this exact road, and it did not like me hustling it like this. Okay, I'm genuinely impressed.
Texture is all about the feeling of the road through your hands. The best cars will tell you exactly how much grip you have as you're driving.
There's a little bit of texture. It has that character of early electric steering racks, where there is a bit of a filter, but it's not as egregious as the newer electric steering racks. It's still communicating some of the road. When I'm going through these bumps and things, I can feel it in the steering. When I'm going over the pebbles and all the rubbish on the road, I can also feel it. It's quite a communicative steering. I don't think it's quite MX-5 NA NB level texture. I should probably press the sport button and see if that changes the steering. Okay, as soon as you press that sport button, it now feels like modern BMW steering. That's wild. They got this so wrong, and you can see the early path to how they got where they got today. You lose most of the texture. The steering gets a bit heavier, but it's very unnatural. There's like, right in this section, there's no weighting whatsoever. And you get past there and there's like a wall of weighting. Feels very similar to the newest MX-5, the ND generation. That steering did a similar thing, like you just get right there and then it's like extra weight. Feels unnatural, doesn't tell you anything, not useful, stop, off, bad. And now it's natural again, and it's good. You could tell where BMW lost the plot. They just tried to make the steering heavier and less communicative. What they should have done is stuck with this. This is enjoyable and good. It's communicating with me. I can adjust. All the things I enjoy. Yeah, if you get these cars, don't press that button. That button is the ruin this car button.
Let's talk about normal driving.
What is a Z4 like? High-speed drives such as motorways and highways. Got a 2.5 litre engine. I'm not even gonna downshift. I'm just gonna roll into throttle in fifth. Only 5 gears in this one. Already up to 17. The steering is actually weighing up on these bends at high speeds. It's very rare for a car to do that. The weighting is the best part of this steering. It is settled, it's just not as settled as larger, more modern cars. But I don't think you would have a problem driving this hundreds of miles across the country, wherever you needed to go. It's a nice experience on the motorway, it's just not a big car. A Z4 around town. Because it's early BMW electric steering, it has this slightly heavier, more solid character, but I really like it. It's really enjoyable. It's still pretty light. I can operate it with one finger, no problem. But it has this robustness to it. It feels good. It feels positive. Around town, it's also quite a small car, which is really nice for picking your way through these situations. The steering's not slow. It's quite a nice car to drive around town. I could just imagine myself like in London with the roof down, nipping in between the streets. It's not tedious. It doesn't get super heavy. Honestly, it's quite impressive considering how good the car is to drive on a back road. What's the self-centering like? A little slow, not perfect. How is it to park? It's easy to adjust. One-handed light. I've got absolutely no problem with this car at parking situations. I think maybe the self-centering and the slight bit of heaviness you get, like right here, there's a little bit of like stickiness. The wheel doesn't want to return to center as quickly as I would like. But honestly, it's a small nitpick. Like, this car's absolutely fine to drive in these situations. Conclusions and scores. The car as a whole first. This is now the best BMW I've ever driven. The E82 was good. This is truly excellent. A lovely, creamy, enjoyable 6-cylinder with just enough power to enjoy. This 5-speed manual is quite nice. It has a little bit of that like BMW rubberiness, but it's quite satisfying to use. The ratios are also really good. Second and third don't have silly long ratios. And this layout, front engine, rear wheel drive, manual, small sports car, is what I love. I have a thing for like modern minimalist designs. This is it. There's no buttons on the steering wheel. This is all very simple and easy to understand. Even like, look at that door card. That's a beautiful door card. It's a very nice car. It's a good looking car. This is a soft top, but it doesn't feel like a soft top. It's quieter in here than my hardtop NC. This feels a lot like ND generation MX-5, but it's a bigger interior. You've got more space. We were two full-grown adults in here, and we weren't bumping elbows or annoying each other. We have our own space. It's a much better and bigger cabin than a lot of MX-5s. Okay, what about the steering then? This is the best BMW steering I've ever experienced. I cannot believe that this is electric. It does have a filter between me and the wheels. You can just understand that it is electric, but it's quite subtle. The steering is direct, it weighs up, there's a bit of texture. It's not the best I've ever felt, but it is very, very good. 7 out of 10 is the spirited driving score for this car's steering. That is impressive. What about normal driving? It's quite nice. It's pretty stable on the motorway. It's easy to use around town, and it's easy to park. You know, just being easy to use only gets a car to 5 out of 10. But this car has a little bit more. There's a level of stability on the motorway that you don't expect for a car of this size. It reminds me a lot of MX-5 ND, and I'm going to give it the same score that I gave the ND, 5.5 out of 10. I came here today thinking I was going to absolutely slam dunk on another BMW, and it's going to be another fun rant video, me complaining about electric steering. Instead, I'm beyond impressed. I don't think I'd trade my car for one of these, because my car does give you a little bit more, but this is not far behind. If you've always liked the idea of an MX-5, but you just can't get over the image, this is it. This is what you should buy. I now really want to try a Z4 Coupe, maybe a 3 litre or a 3.2 M version. I think that might be one of my favourite cars ever. And I've come to understand that the only BMW I will ever buy in future is a Z4, because this is the only car where they actually focus on what I think is important. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next, but if you enjoyed this episode of Steering Feel Review, go and watch my Steering Feel Review playlist that has every episode. My name's Mick. I drive cars. Peace.